Hello everyone, I'm Mr. Saturday, and today I asked the question, can you beat Skyrim with a wooden sword on Legendary Survival? I have seen others do this in normal Skyrim runs, but I do not remember seeing anyone do it in Legendary Survival, so with that out of the way, here are the rules. Number 1, kills have to be made with a wooden sword. Number 2, I have to be in Legendary Survival at all times. The start of the game was awesome to see again after 5-ish years of not playing. Now is a good time to mention I have never played Legendary mode or Survival mode in Skyrim. I'm also playing the Anniversary Edition. I made a character and I chose a Nord for no other reason than I couldn't decide what to pick, and then I named him Woody. Even though I wasn't on the list, this lady was going to have me killed anyways. Luckily, I was saved by a big lizard that I will kill later with a
child's plaything!
This guy cut my hands free, and I returned the favor by admiring Woody's good looks and sprinting past all the bad guys in the intro bit of the game. Once outside of the cave, I was finally able to put the game in survival mode. Once I made it to Riverwood, this lady and her husband let me take everything they had off their person and their home. I went to the store clerk because normally you can find them selling the wooden swords, but he didn't have one, so I bought this cool backpack instead. Being tired of not being able to defend myself, I went to the cart in Whiterun and paid to go to the one place I knew where they had the toy sticks, Dawnstar. I did not stay in Dawnstar for very long, but I did grab the wooden swords and a few things to help me level smithing and enchanting. I was going to squeeze as much damage as I could out of these wooden swords, but not go overboard abusing the Dawnstar trader chest. This does mean I had to do some back-breaking work in both mines that are located in this area. When I decided to leave, both wooden swords had the base damage of 7, with one having 16 in frost damage and the other one having 16 in shock. My smithing level was at 37, my enchanting level was at 42, and I put 1 point into one-handed. Good time to mention that I will not be using the Fortify Restoration loop because it makes all runs way too easy and it takes the fun out of the challenge. I really don't like the Dawnstar chest thing too, but it can be okay if you don't overuse it. I realize there's no cart in Dawnstar, and with no fast travel, I had to do the walk of shame back to Whiterun. In Whiterun, I told the Jarl the truth about Helgen. He then sent me to go look for a dragon tablet, and my first real test of the wooden swords in Baby's first dungeon began. It's funny, the bandits didn't give me much trouble, but the big spider kept kicking my butt. I used the level that I had banked up to level up my one-handed and finally beat the spider. If I had this much trouble with the spider, the mini-boss at the end was going to be fun. And I was right. He killed me over and over again. When I stopped being headstrong, and for every whack I would do, I would back up and not let him get a hit. I finally killed him and got the iPad -100.
It doesn't just work.
I gave the iPad to the edgelord, got told to go fight my first dragon that I really didn't fight, found out that I was lizard birthed, listened to this guy scream about Skyrim Jesus, and was told to see 4 men on top of a mountain. What a day, right? On my way to the Greybeards, I tried my luck with the frost troll and died. The Greybeards taught me 2 new shouts, then sent me on my way to find the horn. While stopping by a Whiterun for supplies, I got attacked by 2 weirdos in squid masks. The second time around, I just let the guards do their job because they broke the law. Instead of a horn, I got a letter telling me to meet them in Riverwood. This lady told me she didn't believe that I was dragon birth or Dova cousin, so we went off to fight a flying lizard. And by we, I mainly let her, and I kinda helped. I gave the horn to the Greybeards, they taught me a new word, and unlike most of my life, was yelled at for doing what they have asked of me. Daff wanted me to sneak into the party to get info on the ops. She dressed me up like a dork, and I paid this guy a drink to tell the owner she sleeps with everyone.
Most of you are already in bed with her.
Got the info and got out. Next, Daff wanted me to go to the City of Thieves to find an old man. I bullied the guard to let me in and had to do a dumb switcheroo quest for some info. Got the old man and went back to Daff.
It doesn't just work.
Of course, Daff wanted me to go across the map again to find a place. And on the way there, I said nope to a dragon and ran off. Once there, I had to give a big 4-headed door lizard boy Kool-Aid to open it, and then listen to an old man read, how the heroes vaguely killed the dragon, but they also didn't tell us how they did it, so that was kind of weird. So it was back to the Greybeards. They taught me a new word to help clear the mist to get on top of the mountain. I met Party Snacks the dragon, and Party told me the heroes used a dirty word in another dragon language that he wasn't familiar with, so it was probably dragon French. Then Party sent me on my way to find the Elder Scrolls. I went to the college just for them to tell me that they have no idea and that I needed to find a man in Canada, and that man might know how to find the scroll. Great, another point for college not being worth it. I met Sinus Infection, and he was a few brain cells short of a full brain, but was still able to point me into the direction of the Elder Scroll. While in the Dwarven Ruins, I find out that Lydia can die in this mode, which was new to me. I pulled out my famous smack and run away strat on the Centaurian, and when trying to open up the door, I got jumped by two randos who were fighting each other. I killed the winner. I got to see this beautiful underground place for the first time in a long time and solved this super easy puzzle for the Elder Scroll. I used the Elder Scroll on top of the mountain and learned a dirty word. After 30 plus deaths, I beat Alduin's first fight. On my way to talk to the Jarl of Whiterun, I found all of his guards doing weird stuff by the keep. I had to do the peace treaty thing, but for most of it I stared at my Woody. Once that was over, I trapped the dragon and turned him into a flying lizard skyhorse. This place that holds the gateway to Sovngarde sucks on legendary survival, so I ran past every bad guy and jumped straight into the portal as fast as I could. Before I could talk to the old heroes, I had to prove my might with T-Sun, and I got my butt kicked. I finally beat him to the point where he let me pass, talked to the fake it till you make it group, and fought Alduin for the second time. The second fight is easier than the first. I still died a few times, having 3 brain cells and all. So did I beat legendary survival Skyrim with only wooden swords? And the answer is no. Let me tell you why. The entire time you were stuck in the Elder Scrolls cutscene before the first Alduin fight, you were taking frost damage from being in the cold outside. When you are finally set free from this cutscene, you die and get stuck in a death loop. I loaded back to save before I opened the Elder Scroll, but no matter what I tried, I still died. I took it off survival mode but left it in legendary for the cutscene, and to me it feels like I failed the run. I put it back in survival mode afterwards, but it still doesn't feel right. I'm not sure. So tell me what y'all think in the comments down below, and if you got past the cutscene in survival, tell me how you did it and I will go back and try it again. That is going to be all for this challenge run, and if you would like to see more in the future, feel free to turn on the notification bell after subscribing and leaving the like on the video. Thank you to all the YouTube members for all the support on the channel. I hope y'all have a beautiful, wonderful day. Bye.